Hi guys, Coach Muz here from the under-14s. Summary of today's game, we won 8-0. Palmer just got a hat-trick. Adam got 2, Sammy, Kasim and Jeff got the others. Thought it was a good game, tough opposition. The scoreline flatters us a bit, opposition gave us a hard test. We had Assad come in today, thought he did really well, got a really good assist and overall had a really good game. Shout out to Parmenja as well, did us a job from left back. We're a bit short at the back today. Played 4 at the back, and I think we had 4 full-backs, so credit to the boys out there, came out with a clean sheet, played really well. And yes, now 3 points on the board. Like I mentioned before, it was a hard game, but we crack on. Next week's obviously going to be another tough game, so yeah, we're just stacking up the W's, stacking up the 3 points. Just waiting for the game with Walthamstow now, so hopefully that's not too far off, and hopefully we're in a good position when that game comes around. So yeah, we're going again next week, and yeah.
Coach Pele here for the under-12s. Result was a 5-2 win today for the boys. 4 goals from Usaid and another one for Mo Sheikh. One of the main things coming into the games was how would the 12s perform without Assad, who's obviously is a big miss for the team, but I thought the boys did quite well. In his absence, a lot of players stepped away, come out from the shadows and to perform quite well. Obviously, Usaid got his 4 goals today, 4 brilliant finishes, and the geezer just loves scoring goals. And so long may that continue. There's still parts of his game I would like to improve on, his movement, and just something that over time will happen. 2 standout players today, I would say, were probably Hamza Kara and Mo Sheikh. Seeing them perform to the level that we expect them to be. There's different parts of Hamza Kara's game that I didn't expect. I was obviously dribbling past players, assisting goals, which was impressive to see. And so long may that continue. Obviously, generally just in the team's performance, they were quite comfortable keeping the ball, which was good to see. Moving it around, using the whip, so it's quite impressive. Something we'll just continue to work on, myself and Coach Adam, until we get to the level that we expect him to be. But overall, another win, another good performance, and just long may it continue. Thank you very much.
Alright guys, Coach Ethan here. Under 10's result was 2-1 loss to Elite Pro. Very slow start. I think that it's a recurring issue now where we concede 2 goals. So just to sum it up really, as soon as we concede 2 goals, the other team drop back. So what happens is we're going to have to work past a brick wall. It's happening every week, to be fair. The boys know that. They know how to deal with it as well. They know how to get out of that situation. They know how to get through it. They know how to get goals from it as well. I think in terms of performance, we did play very well. The press was excellent. We pressed the ball high, won it back, created a lot of chances for ourselves. To be fair, missed a few. Could have had a few penalty shouts as well. Ref wasn't on our side. But all in all, I think we should have won that game, to be fair. Just a slow start once again. We've got to get past that. We've got to get the early goal just so we can settle down, get the ball on the floor, get it ticking. But all in all, good performance, boys, and on to the next.
R77 under 9s versus Aldersbrook. Score was 1-0. Lost, yeah. Regarding the game, it was an okay performance. I will not actually put the blame on the kids today. They put in a decent performance. I think we just need to work on final third. Our finishing, we had a lot of chances. We could have buried that game a long time into the first half, but unfortunately we were just unable to. We just didn't have no threat in front of goal. But in total, I think we had a couple of the under 8s playing for us today, and I think they both put in a massive shift. It was great seeing them come up. I think we still need to ease them in a bit more. They are 2 of the most physically gritty players, the under 8s, and I feel like they do fit with under 9s, and it won't be too long until they do come in. They know who they are. But yeah, all in total, I think we need to work on a few extra things in terms of being being clinical in front of goal and just burying our chances, because if we don't finish our chances, we ain't gonna win games. But yeah, hopefully on to next week, and hopefully we get a win next week.
Alright, hi guys, it's Coach Asper of the Underrates. We played Interwood today, won 3-0. Goal scorer is Mohamed Murad with a hat-trick. And I spoke to Mo Murad in training the night before. At training the day before. And I said to him, you need to show me tomorrow why you belong in this team. And the boy scores a hat-trick, so fair dues to him. He showed all of us why he belongs there. And I hope he continues, it's good for his confidence. In terms of performance, I thought it was very, very good today. There's still a few errors in them. Obviously, we tried Zayn at the back today. He was decent. I thought he played very, very well. I think tackling-wise, he needs a bit of work, but his distribution from the back, Yasin in goal as well, they were both brilliant. I thought Abdurrahman on the wing was a new talent that we found. I think he could excel there. He's got the defensive prowess as well as the attacking prowess. And then you got the likes of Yahya, Shai, Zach as well. He came in, he was very good today as well. I thought everyone overall was very, very good. I was particularly impressed with Zayn at the back. Actually, I thought he plays that position very, very well. I think going forward, I think will be good for him. The underrates, they're picking up results now. They're starting to gel as a team. They're trying to play the way we teach them to play, and I just hope it continues. Hopefully on to next week. Thank you.
Hi there guys, we played triangles this afternoon. Where do I start? So we got ready on the pitch, we had a starting five. I looked across and triangles were happy to field their under 8s against us. How do we know they're under 8s? Because we played them before and one of my relatives plays for them. So it obviously weren't very smart of them. So we approached the manager, asked to see ID cards, so he went to go get it, and then he admitted that he had 5 under 8s and 5 under 7s. So we told him obviously the under 8s can't play. So we started the game. Eventually we started about 20 minutes late, so I think it was a 12 o'clock kickoff. We started at 20 past. Which wasn't good for the boys because they were just standing in the positions for about 20 minutes. We then started the game. Within 20 seconds we had a corner. The game stopped again for 6 seconds because the goalkeeper didn't have gloves. So the manager went to go get gloves, and then it took 3-4 minutes putting it on. We complained to the referee that it becomes silly now. It's half past and we've played 20 seconds of a 40-minute game. We then managed to start again. I think at half time was about 3-0. I thought it was a very good start from the boys. Percy looked very, very sharp, which is good. Abdulaziz looked good on the left as well. We started with Sully at the back. And of course we were without Mo Safraz, so we had Yusuf on the right. I was happy with the start. I thought it was good, very sharp, very potent. Players beating their man, looking up, playing a pass. We should have had quite a few more goals, but I thought we created some very good chances. Second half, we kept the same shape, made a few personnel changes. I think we managed to then take the lead to 7-0. And I thought overall everyone was very, very good. I thought Yusuf Ibrahim looked very good coming back into the team. I need him to step up now, and he's starting to do that because we've got some very big games coming up. We need him. Percy again managed to get 5 goals today. His finishing was second to none. Brilliant. Dennis again, he's been doing us a favour, playing in goal first half. Second half he come out and showed what he's made of, being year one, and he's terrorising players in this league, and that's what he's like. Umar managed to get on a score sheet, which was also very good. Yusuf Ankara, quality again. I think last week I did tell him that I thought he was off. His first touch wasn't there at all, but this week it was brilliant, looking up. Played him at the back as well, again, distributing play good. Gave Suleiman a stint on the right, I thought it was good there. I thought in defence he's very, very good, but he's just on the ball, he needs a bit of work, and that's what we're trying to do, is trying to calm him down a little bit. People do call him a steam train, but he's a lot more than that. He brings a lot to this team. He's a massive player for this team. We're just trying to channel it a little bit, and that'll get there eventually. But yeah, I was very happy. We've got some big games coming up against Finesse next week. We'll have Pro Star in the coming weeks as well. So I think all I've wanted with this team is to have a lead up before we played in big teams, and we've managed to do that. We had a good result last week, another one this week, 2 clean sheets. Percy's on the score sheet every single week. Abdulaziz is still there on the score sheet, which is good. And it'll be difficult to drop players. I think most of us should be back next week, so obviously having the captain back, we know he's going to slot straight back into the team because he works hard in training and his performances have been backing it up. So when a player does get dropped, it'll be difficult to do, but it's part of the learning process. Players will get dropped, and it's just how they react and how they try to get back into the team. But yeah, I was very happy. I thought the main instruction today was about the first touch and looking up, and I thought everyone did that. I just want parents to know that every single player in this team will play in different positions with me. They're not going to have a stick position in this team, and they shouldn't at 5-a-side football, and this is the first year of football. So players will be moved around. So like today I put Yusuf Kankar at the back, last week I put Mo Safraz at the back, I also put Abdulaziz at the back this week, and it's just to improve the quality. We know everyone can dribble, and that's what we focus at Ethos on. So taking on our position, if you can't, then you look off and release the ball to a player in a better position. So we're not looking to play tiki-taka football at this stage, not anything like it. But it's just about confident when you're on the ball, and I think we're starting to see that every single player can dribble. Everyone's got the ability to beat a man, and at the same time we're just trying to increase the ability to pass a little bit, so when they do need to pass, they're comfortable doing it. So yeah, I think I was very happy with it. We lined up to do hippie parade and triangles didn't, so we just done it to no one. But I mean, that's what it is. I mean, we've never done that to another team. Once you play them, once the whistle's blown, it's the end of the game. You shake hands, and that's what you should be teaching your kids, especially at 6-7 years old. And if you're not doing it, then obviously there's not much I can say. I'm not sure if the league will tell him, but we left it at that. So good week. Looking forward to next week now.
Alright guys, I don't know why this one's here for the review. Hello, say hello.
Hello.
Alright, so today's games, I'll go through that first. And I'll start off with the 2 losses that we had. Under 9s, under 10s. Managed to watch the under 9s game. I thought they were decent. In the final third, they didn't have anything, and it showed. That's 1-0, and you know, but positive is I saw Shai and Abdurrahman play for the under 9s, and I thought Shai was probably one of the better players on the pitch. So I think both of them were probably right up there with 2 of the best players on the pitch. So you know, credit to them. I think they're gonna be in and around that 9 squad for a while. Obviously still available to play 8s football. So yeah, they probably didn't deserve to lose the game, but that's football at the end of the day. Some managerial naivety by Coach Saf, and he knows I've spoken to him. Nothing too strenuous, just the fact that don't make tactical changes to a bunch of 7, 8, 9-year-olds in the final third, in the opposition final third. So it's a learning curve. At the end of the day, probably not a deserved result, but that's football. Under 10s, I managed to catch the first half. We were 2-0 down. And yeah, we looked a bit lackluster today. What are you smiling about? We looked a bit lackluster today. We looked a bit out of sorts. You can tell Om's just coming back from an injury. So, you know, once that team starts gelling, once that team starts clicking, they're always fine, and they're going to have some tough results. Under 8s, I watched the second half. They were already 3-0 up by the end. The game finished 3-0. Mo Murad got a hat-trick, so credit to him. I think pretty much everyone was unanimous in the coaching team that he had to prove himself today, and he's gone and done that, so credit to the boy. They lost the last time round playing Interwood, and they got a 3-0 win today, so you know, that goes to show that they are turning things around on the training ground. And obviously with the possibility of losing the likes of Shai and Abdurrahman in the coming weeks, the results can start to dip again. But the likes of Percy, most of us are going to be stepping upwards. So I mean, it's not, we're not in the results game. You know, results are not the most important thing that we've quite stressed out all this season. But we will take results when they come, and we'll take performances alongside with them. So we want both of them to go hand in hand, and the 8s are starting to turn things around. So well done to them. Under 12s, they won 5-2. Usaid scored another 4 goals. Was always going to be a tougher proposition without Asad in the team, because Asad got moved up to the 14s today. That's coming off the back of last week's 16-1 result. I think it's time for Asad Usaid. They need to start getting tested now. But Usaid's got 40 goals for the season now. Yeah, that's not 40. That's a ridiculous stat in what was it, 10 or 11 games. So 4 goals a game isn't bad. So you know, it's a shame that under 14s haven't got a goal scoring crisis, because I'm sure they will take a 40 goal forward to go into that team. But he's got to keep playing, he's got to keep getting minutes on the pitch, and he's doing that with the 12s, and they churned out another result today. Not the big scoreline that we're used to, but a win's a win, and the performance seems like it was good. Under 14s won 8-0, another solid performance from them. You know, they had to get the job done. Walthamstow, I believe, won earlier on, so they had to keep the job done to stay right on their tails, and they did that. Major with a hat-trick, so I'll give him that. Whether it was a cross or a shot, we still don't know. But nah, it was a great finish at the end of the day, and a great all-round performance. Jeff, Adam, Sammy, and Kasim at centre-half, I thought he looked fantastic. That just slows the game down a bit. But I don't think Omari did too bad, but it's not his natural position, and it's not Kasim's natural position as well. But I think the change was quite simply to just slow the game down a little bit and play to our pace. I have to give credit to Nation Sports as well. I think they're a very, very good setup. Not quite got the personnel yet to play the style of football that they want to, but you can see that they try to play, and you have to give credit to that. For the coaches are 2 great guys as well, and had a good conversation with them afterwards. And you can see, you know, that they're heading the right direction, and they're good football coaches. So credit to them. And last game, under 7s, what was the score?
The score 3.
No, what was the score today? How many goals did our 7s under 7s get?
7.
7. And triangles?
None.
None. How many goals did you get?
1.
1.
If I score 1 and 1, that makes a hat-trick.
Oh, if you have to score 3 to get a hat-trick. But yeah, now the little man scored again. Didn't have the best game, did you? No?
It was hard.
It was a hard game out there today, but it's good to admit that sometimes. But he still got his goal. He's working hard. Under 7s keep ticking. Percy got another 5 today. He's got to be a shoo-in for the 8s now. I don't know what his total stats or goals are for the season, but I know it's got to be in the 20s. So he's doing well. And I think we just got to take a minute to speak about triangles for a second, because you can't bring under 8s players to an under 7s game. We've got a 4-year-old playing. You cannot bring under 8s players to an under 7s game. It's inexcusable to start with. To think if we'd never asked for ID cards, they probably wouldn't have told us. So they were banging on about social media and apparently their game being on YouTube, blah de blah de blah. We know, the league knows that game is not on YouTube. So let's clarify that first and foremost. So it was just a load of old gibberish coming out the guy's mouth. And then at the end of the game, there's ways of conducting yourself on the pitch during the game and away from the pitch. Now, sometimes we cross that threshold while the game is going on. We appeal things, we ask for stuff, we may argue, we may get a bit overpassionate, overzealous at times. These things happen. At the end of the game is done. It's a game of kids. Shake hands. You have never found a game of football R77 will not shake the opposition's hands. It's a must. The kids must shake the opposition's hands, whether you've won 16-1 or you've lost 10-0. You shake their hands. You humble yourself. You shake hands of the opposition. Everyone knows I don't agree with hippie parade when you've beaten a team 15, 16, 17-0. I just don't agree with it. That's my own personal opinion. But shaking hands is something you must do. For the opposition to tell a bunch of 7-year-olds, don't shake their hands while our boys are lined up, ready to shake hands, inexcusable. Inexcusable. Now, that doesn't mean that next time we go and play them, we're not going to shake their hands. We're going to line up and do the exact same thing. But the respect element is gone from our part. And on the contrary, you had Nation Sports in the under-14s game, whose players walked away. And the management absolutely tore into them and said, what the hell are you guys doing? Come here, shake the boys' hands, and then go. And that's what you want to see from all management, from r77, from every team in the league. Doesn't matter how good, how bad, what the result was. You have to shake kids' hands. And that is an important factor. But the league will deal with that themselves. We've put, well, I didn't really put in a complaint because I don't really do that. But the league did phone us to complain about us for some reason, whatever. But yeah, overall a good week. Another good week, yeah, Omar?
Yeah.
Yeah, another goal for you?
Yeah.
And another week full of goals. And
I'll get 1,000 maybe.
yeah, you wish. Maybe when by the time you're my age, you might get 1,000. But for now, we'll take what we got. On to next week. Try to go again. And yeah, peace. Almost say bye to everyone. Say bye. See you guys later.